my pals, Sadaki. Hello everyone, how are you all? Okay, so I'm back again with another kit, so let's just get straight in there. As always, I've prepared a couple of bits beforehand so I don't have to spend time sticking stuff on. So again, as with all the kits, you get a full set of instructions, and it also gives you on the back the coordinating colours that you can use, and that are in the colours used in the cards and whatnot. So you've got Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, Night of Navy, Old Olive and Petal Pink. And the colours are really lovely. So you get a stamping spot in Night of Navy, a D acrylic block, a set of stamps. The ones that they give the instructions for are Sending Lots of Hugs and Forever Friends. But you've also got You Can Do Hard Things, I'm Always Here For You No Matter What, and Nobody Gets Me Like You Get Me, which I think are nice. And then you've got a flower, a pair of leaves and these little blossomy bits, whatever they're called. You get a sheet of banners that you can punch out. The white ones obviously for stamping on, the other four are to make the cards. This kit makes 8 cards, 4 of each design. So you get 4 of each of these and 4 of each of these. Now, as you can see, they are lovely colours. They're really, really pretty. But what you do to boost them slightly is to stamp them with the stamps in Night of Navy. So with this one, it looks like that when you get it, but when you stamp it with the Night of Navy outline, it just pops it up a bit. I think it looks lovely, although you could just as easily use it as it is. And of course, because they're photopolymer stamps, you can see what you're doing, so you can see where to place the stamp. And then with this one, that first one you just have to stamp the flower shape, but with this one you stamp the flower and the little blossomy bits and the leaves, and again it just pops it up and makes it something a bit more special. So you get, as I said, 4 of those and 4 of those. You get 2 lots of the Stampin' Dimensionals that are strips. They're not the little hexagonal things, they're strips, which you need for this. Then you get 8 of these lovely envelopes with the lovely glossy, what do you call that bit of the envelope? I don't know. Anyway, that bit. You get the lovely Calypso Coral twine, for which each card needs 10 inches or 20 centimetres, I can't remember exactly, but I will tell you that in a minute when I get to the instructions. And then of course you get your cards, so you get 4 of this design, which is a yellow polka dotty, and then 4 of this design with the lovely green shiny bits. Okay, so let me put back the bits that I don't need. So I've done all that, prepped all that. That can go back in. So I've got the bits that I've prepped and I've got my instructions. So the first page on this one tells you which components you need for which card, and then the next 2 pages tell you actually how to make it. And the length of the twine for both of them is 10 inches or 25.4 centimetres. So that's that. So to make the first card, we use the yellow polka dot backing, and I've already folded and burnished these. I'm getting better at remembering to do that. Then the lovely card that I've stamped the outline of the flowers on. So I'll just take the backing off. I mean, kits are so easy really, you don't have to think about it much. And if you need to do a quick card for somebody and thinking, oh, what can I do, and you've got a couple of kits handy, you can, you know, make a quick card and it looks lovely, and people do appreciate handmade cards. I've got a couple of friends who, whenever they've had a card from me, one of my handmade ones, they've kept it, which is nice, because I have got other people that I know who, as soon as their birthday's over, all the cards go in the bin, which I think is a shame. Anyway, so I stick that bit on, and then I stick the glossy banner just across the middle there, and then I've folded my piece of twine so that it's in thirds, and then I've got the Sending Lots of Love, which obviously I've already stamped, and again I've cut one of the strips of dimensional in half and put one at the top and one at the bottom. The instructions actually only show one on this one, but I think two makes more sense to me anyway. So that's going to go that way round, and then I need to put my twine across the middle there, and then put my banner down on the top. Et voila! Simple as that. I mean, yes, it's simple there because you haven't seen me stamping, so obviously it takes a little bit longer with the stamping, but I did all that first, so, and that doesn't take very long. So then the next one is the card using the green, lovely shiny card, and again it shows you in the instructions which stamps you need and where they go. So it's all very easy, so people who are complete beginners can have a go at this. So I've got, oh, this card is a landscape one rather than portrait, and yeah, the card goes that way round. So I will take this backing off the dimensionals. I don't know if they call these dimensionals, but they call the other ones dimensionals, so that's what I'm going to call them. So centre that up in the middle. Obviously you want to do all the stamping before you start putting any dimensionals on the back. Else it won't work. Right, so now I've put my twine right across the middle there, and again I've used two bits of dimensional on the back of this, and let's just give that a bit more of a twist. There we go. And then Forever Friends across the middle, and there we are. Two lovely cards that you can send to people that you love and who love you, hopefully. Again, you can use any of the stamps. You don't have to use the Forever Friends and Sending Lots of Hugs. You can use the other ones that come with the sets, which, as I said before, you can do hard things. I'm always there for you no matter what, and nobody gets me like you get me. And of course you can use some of these inside as well as outside. I tend to leave all my cards blank inside for people to write their own things in. But there we go. So that's another kit, the Forever Friends kit, and I'll see you in my next video. Chwila am y tro.